You didn't find this. This found you, and somewhere inside your chest. You already know why. There is a person, one specific person, and no matter how many mornings you've woken up and decided to be done with it, by noon their name is already there again, quiet, uninvited, and completely impossible to ignore. That's not weakness. That's not obsession. That is a bond that has not finished what it started. Some connections don't follow the rules of time. They don't care that it's been weeks. They don't care that you've tried. They live somewhere below logic. In the place where your body remembers things, your mind is still trying to forget. And right now, that person, the one your heart keeps returning to, they are not as far away as the silence makes them seem. They are not gone. They are not free. They are tangled in the same invisible thread that brought you here tonight. Stay, because what's coming next is going to reach something in you that words rarely touch, and you need to hear it. Close your eyes for just a second and imagine them. Not the version you argue with in your head. The real one. The one who laughed at something only you two understood. The one whose voice changed when they talked to you. Softer, slower, like they forgot to protect themselves. That person is still in there. And here is what they carry every single day. Even if they've never said it out loud. They carry the memory of you like a song they can't stop hearing. It plays in the middle of ordinary moments, while they're driving, while they're staring at a screen, while someone else is talking, and they're nodding but not listening, because their mind went somewhere else. It went to you. They feel the weight of what was left unsaid between you. Not like a wound exactly, more like a door they keep walking past, knowing something important is on the other side, but not yet finding the courage to open it. They haven't moved on. Moving on requires letting go, and they haven't let go. Not even close. But why? Why do they feel so much and still say nothing? That answer is darker and more tender than you might expect. Here is the truth about people who go quiet when they feel the most. They are not cold. They are not indifferent. They are overwhelmed. What they feel for you doesn't fit inside the small, manageable boxes they've built for their emotions. It spills, it floods, and flooding terrifies someone who has spent years learning how to stay dry. See, this person was hurt before. Maybe not by you, maybe long before you. But somewhere along the way, they learned that loving deeply means risking deeply. And that risk nearly broke them once. So now, when something real arrives, something like what they feel for you, every wall they've ever built goes up at the same time. Not to keep you out, to keep themselves from falling apart. They want you. That wanting is so loud inside them, it's almost unbearable. But wanting means needing, and needing means vulnerability. And vulnerability, to someone who has been left before, feels less like softness and more like standing at the edge of something very high with no way to know if they'll land safely. So they stand still. Frozen between the ache of reaching for you and the fear of what reaching cost them. And you feel that stillness as silence, as distance, as maybe not caring enough, but it is not that. It has never been that. And what happens when that frozen feeling starts to crack? Stay with this. If this message is landing in your chest right now, if something in you is nodding before your mind catches up, press like. Not because this is a video, because that small act is you saying, yes, I feel this. Yes, this is real. Yes, I deserve to understand it. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because what comes next goes even deeper into what this person feels, what they're about to do, and what you should know before any of it unfolds. Now, back to the two of you, because something is shifting. You may not feel it yet, but the energy between you has been changing. That quiet they've been hiding behind. It's getting louder inside them, not quieter. The feelings they've been holding down are pressing against the walls now. There are moments, more than before, where they almost reach out, where they pick up their phone and feel your name rise in their throat like something that needs to be said. They rehearse it. They imagine it. They come so close, and then the fear speaks first. But here's what fear cannot stop. The fact that they keep coming back to the edge, over and over, each time a little closer. The wall is not growing. It is cracking, and cracks, as anyone who has ever waited for someone to return knows, are where the light finally starts to come through. But before the light comes through, there is something they are holding inside them, something unspoken, that you deserve to finally hear. If they could speak without armor, if just for one moment the fear stepped aside and the truest, most unguarded version of them could look at you and say what lives in the deepest part of them, it would sound something like this. I think about you more than I let myself admit. I replay things you said and find new meaning in them every time. I've tried to replace this feeling, and nothing fits the same. I don't know how to come back without breaking something, but I don't know how to stay away without breaking something either. Miss the way I felt when I was near you, like the loudest parts of me finally went quiet, like I didn't have to perform, like I could just be. That is what they carry. That is what hides behind every unanswered message, every almost. Every time they looked at your name and put the phone face down and stared at the ceiling instead. They are not free of you. They have tried, and they are not free. And now, gently, completely, the question turns toward you because you have been carrying something too, and it's time someone finally said it back to you. Let's talk about you now, not them. You, who has been carrying this quietly. You, who checks your phone and feels a small collapse when there's nothing there. You, who replays conversations searching for the moment something shifted, trying to understand what you could have done differently. Let me say something directly to that part of you. You are not too much. You are not foolish for holding on. You are not broken for wanting something real. What you felt, what you still feel, was not a mistake. It was your heart recognizing something true. And hearts, when they recognize truth, do not let go easily. That is not a flaw. That is the very thing that makes you someone worth coming back to. But here is the tender truth you also need to hear. You cannot pour all of yourself into the waiting. You are a whole person. You have a life that deserves to be lived fully with or without resolution from them. Your softness is not a weakness to be used up in patience. It is a gift. And gifts belong to those who are ready to receive them with both hands. Hold your worth, not as a wall, as a light, because that light is exactly what they are trying to find their way back to. And something in the story between you is about to move. There is a moment coming between you two. Not a guarantee. Nothing in love ever is. But a moment. A point where all the silence and distance and held back feeling reaches a place it cannot stay. The human heart was not made to hold this much without eventually speaking. And something, a message, a memory, a collision of ordinary life will shake loose what has been frozen. When that moment comes, it will not look dramatic. It rarely does. It will look like a simple thing. A name typed into a phone at 2 in the morning. A sentence that starts with "I've been thinking about you." A small opening that holds everything inside it. And in that moment, all the waiting will suddenly make sense. Not because waiting was right, but because some things can only move when they are finally ready. And they are getting ready. The pressure has been building too long. Something is going to give. And when it does, you want to be standing in your own fullness. Not hollowed out by the waiting, but deepened by it, which brings us to the only truth that was